Hey, this is Cody from Attraction Chasers. I'm here with Matt Marberry. Some of you may remember him from, how long were you here?
I did a show in 2010 and then 2012 to 2014 before I started checking out some other SeaWorld parks.
And you've been around Busch Gardens. I mean, the German show out in front of Fest House we did a few years ago. Yep. Swampy.
Yep.
And back at Swampy, which we're so happy about. What have you been up to since you've left the last time?
Yeah, so when I left in January 2014, I went and started my own business. I've opened a chain of mystery dinner theaters. So we have one in the Outer Banks. Yep. We have one that we opened here in Williamsburg, and we're shooting for St. Augustine next year. And then I also, in the wintertime, actually stayed with SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment. I did Spooktacular and the Christmas at SeaWorld, which was fantastic. Got to work with Oddities Entertainment.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then I actually spent 2 springs with Busch Gardens Tampa working on their Food and Wine Festival. And this last year I got to do Opening Night Critters, which was a blast as well.
Cool. That's a lot of fun. Now, why did you want to come back and be Swampy?
I mean, it's great. Busch Gardens Williamsburg has one of the best Halloween events around, and it was great that I got to originate the character, and I got married since I left, and my wife actually grew up in Williamsburg. She's also a performer, so it worked out that Busch Gardens said, hey, do you guys want to come perform with us again? And, and it was a great opportunity for us to work together, and we love Williamsburg.
All right, so now the big thing that I noticed, because I've performed as well on stage, and I can't imagine dancing with flippers on.
Yeah.
What did you have to do to learn how to do that?
It was a lot of trial and error. So even now that I'm a little older and a little heavier, I feel my feet cramp a little bit more. But just like with everything at Busch Gardens, we had a great directing team that said, let's play with these and see what we can do with them. And same thing with Entwined when we did stilts. Phil Rayborn, walked me through stilts in the Fest House and got to see, what can we do? What are our limitations? What can we do within reason? And I really just feel like we've been able to, maximize what we can do with that. And we joke that we have a fraternity of the flipper. And any actor that has gotten to play Swampy or any swing, we say, oh, you're part of the fraternity of the flipper. So, yeah.
It's got to be crazy. I can't even imagine trying to dance with flippers on.
Yeah.
All right, so we're coming up to the end here. I'm going to do the same thing I did to Phil, give you 3 rapid-fire questions. They weren't really rapid-fire with Phil. He was kind of like, Yeah. So, okay, what's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, man, my favorite scary movie. I'm big on camp, okay? So if it's camp and horror, I love it. Evil Dead. I think Evil Dead is, you got the new series on Stars. You got the Evil Dead the musical. It's just a great franchise, and it's just like Fiends. It's comedy and horror combined together, and I love camp.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the epitome of camp.
Yep.
That's what's so great about the Fiends show. The second question. What was the second question? Oh yeah. Do you believe in ghosts?
Do I believe in ghosts? Well, I kind of do, yeah. I actually own a ghost tour down in the Outer Banks in Mania, North Carolina, and we've had some weird things happen on the tour, so it's hard for me to negate that. I don't believe every story I hear, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, there's no explaining that, so definitely.
Okay, and what scares you?
What scares me? Unemployment, no. What scares me? I have to say being alone, and especially in a haunted house like Busch Tampa. They had their one maze where you went in by yourself, and that's pretty terrifying.
That's crazy. I didn't even know about that house. That's
Busch Tampa too.
Yeah, you have to take a road trip. But Matt, thanks a whole lot, man. We're so glad you're back, dude.
No problem.
It was great talking to you again, and we will talk to you guys next time on Attraction Chasers. Be excellent to each other.